Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, welcome, welcome. Here we are live one. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We had a little technical issues, but we are fixing it. Just a second, guys. Hello, Luigi. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Ciao dal cameriere al trading. Okay. I guess everything is fixed right now. Can you guys see the screen and see me? Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Perfect. Let's go. Hi, Serena. Thanks for being here, guys, and welcome to this live streaming. Hope you guys can hear me loud and clear, see my screen, see my face, which is not important. Hope you can hear me. Apologies. I apologize for my voice today. I'm down with the flu and a nice case of laryngitis, but we're not stopping, not even today. So let's start this live straight away. Welcome back and thanks for being here. As always, a huge thank you to Funded Pro for hosting this live session and for supporting this entire educational project for funded traders. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michele Rossi. I'm a professional trader and a trading educator. I work mainly on NASDAQ futures and CFDs with a macro, fundamental, and news-driven approach. So my job here is to help you understand why the market moves, not just where the candles are going. Before we start, a quick reminder. Follow me on Instagram at Michele Rossi Official for my Italian community and Michele Rossi Official ENG for all the international content. You will find recaps, weekly prep, and a lot of educational material connected to what we do live here in collaboration with Funded Pro. And today we also have a big announcement. During this live session, there will be a crazy giveaway. So stay connected and type "I'm ready" in the chat if you want to take part. Now, very important disclaimer before we dive in. Nothing you will hear in this live session is financial advice. investment advice, or a signal service. This is 100% educational content. I'm simply sharing my personal view of the markets and my own trading process. You are fully responsible for any decision you make with your capital and with your accounts. All right, with that out of the way, let us get into today's plan. Are you guys with me? Can you hear me good? Do we move on? Yeah, let's go. Thank you. Let me have your messages. Come on. So, as we say together on Monday during the weekly prep on Founder Pro's Instagram channel, which I recommend to follow, today was supposed to be the big CPI day. CPI is usually the single most important data point for this phase of the cycle. But that actually happened. What actually happened is very different. The October Consumer Price Index did not come out, and with very high probability will not be released at all. Yes, the US government has finally reopened, but the statistical machine behind the scenes, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, has been damaged by the record-long shutdown. The data for October was not produced in a reliable way. So right now, the market is trading without its main reference point, not official CPI, no clear confirmation of the inflation history. We are coming out of the longest US government shutdown in history. For more than 45 days, the flow of official data was basically frozen. No CPI, no NFP, no PPI, no jobless claims, nothing. So today the market has to move without the lighthouse. And that changes the way we read NASDAQ. Let us start from the big picture using the daily bias. Is that everything clear until now? Cool. So equities are showing cautious optimism. The Dow Jones is at record highs. The S&P 500 is slightly positive. Gold, on the other hand, is holding a very strong bullish structure above the 4,200, as you can see from the chart on top right here. And we have a strong probability momentum of moving towards the upside, towards the previous high right here. This is the CFD. Tech heavy indices like NASDAQ and names such as Apple are trading in ranges, not in a clear trend, while gold has much stronger momentum. Why is that? Recent US labor indicator and consumer sentiment have been softening. Nothing catastrophic, but enough to push risk appetite towards more defensive and tangible assets. So we see a clear split. Growth-sensitive assets like NASDAQ and high beta tech and AI names are under pressure and choppy. Safe haven assets like gold and some defensive equity sectors are attracting flows. This is classic late cycle behavior when macro uncertainty is still elevated and the key data point, inflation, is missing. So let's now focus and let us zoom in on the NASDAQ 100. What is waiting on NQ today? What you're seeing right now is the MNQ1 composite, the micro E mining NASDAQ. So first of all, tech sectors weakness, roughly 40% of the move. Stocks like Tesla, Meta, Palantir, and other AI related names have been sold aggressively. Valuations are rich. We already had a huge AI run, and now the market is taking profits and rotating out of the shiny names. Second, the Fed policy uncertainty around 35% of the story. Fed officials are split. Some say inflation is still sticky and they do not want to cut too fast. Others are more open to cut in December. So the message to the market is very, very simple. We are data dependent, but the data is incomplete. Number three, the data delays from the shutdown, about 15% waiting. Because of the shutdown, the Fed has been flying partially blind, and the market has had to price macro risk using private estimates and partial information. The absence of official CPI keeps uncertainty high. Number four, sector rotation. Roughly, I would say 10%. Healthcare, financials are strong. The Dow just printed new highs. Banks like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are performing well. Healthcare names are rallying on good earnings. So the capital is leaving expensive tech and moving into these more defensive and value-oriented areas. The net results is clear. Dow a record high, S&P slightly positive, and Nasdaq underperforming. That is the environment we are trading in today. Now, let us think back to the shutdown story, because this is still the main macro narrative in the background. Yesterday, the US House passed the short-term funding bill. The longest shutdown in history is finally over. Markets reached and expected. Stock futures moved higher, risk sentiment improved, and there was a general sense of relief. But the end of the shutdown does not erase 45 plus days of missing data. We will need at least a couple of weeks for the economic release schedule to normalize, for the Fed to regain full visibility, and for the market to fully reprice the new information. So after this wave of euphoria, we can still expect pockets of volatility, violent rotations between sector, and intraday traps, especially on indices like Nasdaq. Despite that, my medium-term view on Nasdaq remains constructive. As long as future inflation data stays under control and the shutdown resolution holds, I remain bullish on the index in a medium-term perspective. Short-term, the market is noisy and tricky. Medium-term, I still like the upside potential. Is there everything clear, guys? Leave a comment if you have a question. I will move on in a second. And you want to hear these big news. This is the nice part. Yes, great. How do you like, guys, this fundamental breakdown? Might sound a little bit too much, I know. I try to make it as simple as possible, but this is what moves the market, okay? This is it. If you understand this and you trade with a technical strategy, of course, but driven by economic data, everything's become more clear. So, before we move to the live trading section, we need to talk about something very important for all of you who follow Funder Pro. So to celebrate 30,000 followers on Instagram, Funder Pro launched a flash promo on challenges with the code IG30. Let me put it in the chat right here. IG30, IG30 is the best discount, and this is a very limited time promotion that you can use on Funder Pro, any kind of challenge. I don't know how long it's gonna last. They didn't let me know. I know it's available right now. So if you want to get the best promo at this very moment, this is once in a lifetime, because I never saw more than 20% discount. This is a 30% discount. I don't know, DK. I know it's valid right now at this very moment. I don't know if it's gonna be available after the live is over. I don't know. Might be limited spots. I don't know. Go and grab it. If you were willing to buy a challenge, this is the perfect moment. And for November, we also have a very special giveaway. 3 10K challenge accounts will be given away. So 3 different traders will each receive a 10K challenge account. So to participate is super simple. First, go to funderspro.com and register a free account. Second, in your dashboard, activate marketing notification. This is how Funder Pro can contact you if you win, and all winners will be randomly selected directly by Funder Pro, and we receive an official email with all the details. So if you're watching this live right now, you can use the code IG30. I don't know for how long, so use it right now if you want. If you're watching this in replay, so if you're watching me on YouTube, you can still use the usual coupon code, which is live, that you can read down below right here, to get the best possible discount at that moment, both on Funder Pro and Funder Pro Futures. Okay, guys, we have 4 minutes before the market open. So let us go back to the market context for a moment before we switch into full execution mode. I will be a little bit less talkative today because of my throat hurts so much. But let's finish this, then we move into the chart. Equity markets are not in panic. They are rotating and reassessing risk. Gold is attracting capital, is acting as a safe haven hedge against all this macro uncertainty. We have the end of the shutdown, the missing CPI, mixed Fed communication, and global geopolitical noise in the background. Inside equities, capital is moving out of high beta tech and into healthcare and financials. That is exactly what we see in sector ETFs and in the Dow making new highs. So today, when we trade NASDAQ, we are trading in the middle of a tug of war. On one side, we have macro relief from the shutdown ending. On the other, we have valuation and policy uncertainty in tech and AI. So our job is not to predict the future. As always, our job is to read how the market reacts to this lack of CPI, to see where liquidity is flowing, and then to position ourselves with clear level, clear risk, and a solid narrative behind every trade. Now, I want to pause the macro for a moment and move into the process we use every Thursday. So let's clean up the chart. I'm going to be waiting for the market to open in a minute and a half. I want to go and mark up previous session high and lows. You can see right here we have previous London and Asia session low, which has already been hit super hard, rebounds and pushed down. So we might expect something like this. That would be a great scenario. This is the first thing that I'm gonna look at. If I'm looking at the high upside, I'm gonna try to target this area right here, 25,700. But I wanna see price react at the next support level, which is right here, 2,460. If it breaks this area and retests this area, we might fall down until 25,300. So that might be the best opportunities we have today. Let's wait and see. If you have a question, leave it in the chat. Let me log into my Funder Pro Futures account. Here we go. The market is open. Let's keep the S&P on the right side, right here. We want to see break it this level right here before we move into something. Historically, CPI days, last 5-10 days closed red. And I might enter aggressively if we break down the zone right here. That is showing bearish momentum. Let's see what the Magnificent Eights are doing. They're crashing down. They are open negative. Let's anchor our VWAP on the first candle right here. And let's wait for the first 5 minutes to mark up our high and low. We got two interesting levels right here and right here on the 1 minute chart. This is our range at the moment. We don't want to be trapped in this range. Apple is pushing. Nvidia is dropping. At the moment, I still guess the best bet is on the downside. There it goes. They hit exactly on that level. Now I'm gonna enter a sell right now. I'm in. And take profit almost hit. The take profit is right here. The second one on the challenges is down below, and 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. I move my stop loss at break even. Here's the trade. $500 in profit. I can keep the chart right here. I feel more confident looking at this chart right here, but I can move both. Let's move the stop loss. Let's trail the stop loss down below. And there he goes. There he goes. $500. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out of the trade. Still good to go. It's still good to go. If you're still in, it's dropping. I'm staying in other accounts. I'm staying in other accounts, waiting to see how it moves. There it goes. And TP hit on the other account, and I'm out. I'm fully out on every account. Fully out on every account. You can still sit in. It's dropping very, very good. It's following our bias. You can stay in, of course. If you're in, move your stop loss to break even. It doesn't make sense to risk the full trade. It's a very good move on the downside. Nvidia is driving everything, just lost 0.5. Tesla lost 0.7. Let's see what it does. Still dropping. Let's trail the stop loss. If you're still in, I'm in with one account. I'm in with one account at the moment. I'm out on every other account. Meta is dropping 0.5%. Google is dropping. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. I guess we still have room for the downside, but we don't want to risk. So my stop loss is now right here at the 1 to 2 risk to reward. It's a trailed stop loss on every other account. I don't want to be caught in a reversal or a retracement. So if the price go back right here, I'm going to be out on the last account that I'm in. I guess it found its support level. The only one pushing is Apple, but just 0.20%. Everything else is dropping. And I'm out. I'm out on every account. I'm out on every account. Beautiful move, guys. Who took this trade? Let me know in the chat. That was a beautiful move. Even with the low voice. You made $165 with me. Nice. Happy to hear that. I believe we still have a lot of room on the downside because everything is dropping and everything is aligned to drop. So play your game. If you're still in, you can stay in. I don't care. I'm out and I'm done for the day. 1 point risk reward 1 to 3. Beautiful. Who took the trade? Guys, there's a lot of people right now in the live stream. Let me know who took the trade. Let me know in the chat. Super, super curious. DK. Wilfred. Great. Thank you for sharing. Yes, guys, what you're seeing might be affected from a little bit of delay. So you can have a little bit of delay from what you see on YouTube and your actual chart. So yes, use your chart. This is not made to replicate my trades. This is made to make you understand that I follow a plan every single day. I follow data. I follow a process. Okay? And I try to bring you and make you understand what's the process. That's the point. It's now to a 1 to 4 risk reward. I'm not in. I'm out from everything. I'm not in, but that's a great move. It's a beautiful move. Perfectly executed. When I'm funded to respect the how's it called? The consistency. I usually, this particular strategy, I go with a 1-to-1 risk to reward. While I'm on a challenge, I try to catch bigger moves. But as it's a scalping strategy, I'm not looking to make like 1 to 15 risk to reward. It's not plausible. It's not. That's beautiful. If you're still in, let it ride. Happy to hear that. So guys, due to my flu, due to my throat hurting, and due to the fact that we already made money live trading with you guys, I guess I'm gonna close the call and go take some some meds. So let's wrap it up here. If you have a question, of course, I'm happy to stay and to answer all your questions. But I'm gonna close my my trade right here, my day trade right here. We made such a perfect entry in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and we're out. Less than 7 minutes, and we're out of everything. We made a beautiful 1 to 2 risk to reward. So the full trade was this one right here, 1 to 2.23 risk to reward. So yes, thank you so much for being with me today, for your time, your focus, and for your questions. Remember a couple of things. We'll see you Monday, where we have the weekly prep, where we build the fundamental plan for the week on Funder Pro Instagram channel, both the Italian and the international. Every Thursday, we're back here live to see how the market reacts and how to trade that plan together. If you are planning to start or scale your funded journey, do not forget you can use the coupon code LIVE that you can see right down below right here to get the best available discounts, both on Funder Pro or on Funder Pro Future. For those of you who were live with me today and you're still live right here, right now, I remind you, for a very short time, go and check. I don't know if it's still available, but check it right now. You can use the special promo code IG30, IG30 per gli amici italiani. And the other thing, the giveaway, beautiful giveaway they're doing. They are giving away 3 $10,000 challenge account. We explained earlier, so make sure you are registered on Funder Pro and that marketing notifications are enabled in your dashboard, so you are eligible to win and you do not miss any upcoming promo. Last reminder, follow me on Instagram, Michele Rossi Official, and thanks again for joining. Trade safe, keep your risk under control, and have an amazing weekend. I will see you on Monday for the next weekly prep, and next Thursday for another live session here on Funder Pro. Have a great day. Bye. Cheers.